Welcome back to, once again, another zombies video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing round 100 on Revelations. I streamed this yesterday on August the 26th, and I was just going to talk about doing round 100, and for those that are just getting into zombies or wanting to do high rounds and then that have never done high rounds before, I'm going to be talking about how to get round 100 on Revelations. It's super easy, and you should have no troubles whatsoever. As well as I'm going to be talking about doing some zombies preparation stuff for Black Ops Cold War, since zombies will be coming back. I'm going to be doing some more zombies content on the channel in a mixture with the multiplayer content to keep it balanced. And yeah, I'm going to talk about the strategy to get to round 100 first. Most people that have played zombies since the dawn of time know how to get round 100 on Revelations. It's not hard. It only took me 4 hours to get to round 100. If you have extremely good gobblegums, you can do it in 3 hours. And yeah, there's two strategies you can do to get to round 100. The one you're going to be seeing is the one where you don't open the left door to spawn and you sit behind there, so none of the Apothicon stuff spawns. Back when this map first came out in 2016, the reason a lot of people use this strategy is because you could get to high rounds without worrying about your game crashing, because none of the special Apothicons spawned, so you're pretty much good to go. What you want to do is you want to get the Rangoroks, Little Arnies. You also want the Thunder Gun and the Apothicon Servant, all from the mystery box, so setting up for this is literally just box luck. Once you have all of those wonder weapons, what you want to do is, of course, upgrade the Apothicon Servant and Pack-a-Punch the Thunder Gun, and basically do exactly what I'm doing. If you want, and if you have a ridiculous amount of Gobblegums that will give you max ammos and round skips and stuff like that, you don't need to use your Rangoroks. But what I do is I will shoot one shot of the Apothicon Servant to charge my Rangoroks, and on the high rounds, so past round 60, each shot of the Apothicon Servant will charge your Rangoroks completely. For some reason, if zombies spawns get delayed and you end up only needing like 1 or 2 more zombies, just take out your Thunder Gun, do a little quick train, and then finish charging your Rangoroks. And then what I do is I shoot one bullet of the Apothicon Servant and then use the Rangoroks. Also, if I run low on ammo, which doesn't happen very often in this strategy, I'll use the Alchemical Antethesis, whatever it's called, and just basically regen my ammo. Also, when you have Alchemical active, don't be scared to use your Thunder Gun as well, just to speed through rounds. Usually what I do when I pop the Alchemical is I'll just spam the Apothicon Servant around and then just kill as fast as possible, and then boom, you're flying through rounds. In my round 100 run, I only used 2 Alchemicals. I realistically only needed 1, but I did end up using another Alchemical just to speed through rounds, because you have so much stuff at your disposal. You have your DG4 Rangorok, you have your Thunder Gun, you have your Apothicon, and your Little Arnies, which can all charge your Rangorok. So if you don't have Thunder Gun ammo or Apothicon Servant ammo, all you really got to do, pull out your Little Arnies and let them charge your Rangoroks. Of course, if you're out of Little Arnies and out of ammo in general, you're going to want to pop that Alchemical, and you're pretty much good to go. The 4 perks I recommend for this strategy, regardless of if you're using Perkaholic or whatever: Jug, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Widow's Wine. You're going to want Widow's Wine for when you reload and zombies will hit you, they will all freeze. And because you have Speed Cola, you'll be reloading faster, so you won't have to worry about it as much. And then Jug and Quick Revive is the standard solo round 100. You want these perks because you don't want to die in a stupid way. Also, with this, you will have some specialty rounds. Meaning I call them the Apothicon rounds. It's basically where all the little keepers and little jumping guys spawn in with the little bees. What I do is I actually leave the room where you're doing the high round strategy, because the zombies will not spawn very fast. Now, until you get to like round 130, these Apothicon rounds are going to take longer than your standard rounds, just because they take slower to spawn in. There's not that many of them that spawn in. There's probably 100 that spawn in per round. You could probably go to the actual big Apothicon giant guy in where Pack-a-Punch is to make the round go even faster if you want to run. But what I do is I just leave the little island that I'm on. I go back to Origins right by the Gobblegum machine and then just try to fly through the round as quickly as possible. You'll get a max ammo out of it. And yeah, I've never had an issue with going down. Also, there is rounds where either a Elemental Margwa or a Panzer Soldat spawns in. Realistically, you don't have to leave the island for this. The second I hear the Panzer Siren or the Margwa teleporting sound, I will throw a little Arnie as soon as possible and whip out my Thunder Gun and then just kill the Margwa or Panzer really quick. The Margwa only takes 3 shots to kill with the Thunder Gun, and the Panzer only takes 4 shots. Keep in mind, the Margwa mouths do need to be open for the Thunder Gun to have any effect, but what you can do is if you're panicked or just want to kill the Margwa as soon as possible and you don't worry about your Thunder Gun ammo, what you can do is you can just spam the Thunder Gun, and when you shoot the Margwa with the Thunder Gun, it will stun it and force it to open its mouth, and you're pretty much killing the Margwa super easily. I did end up going down at one point doing this with an Elemental Margwa because I threw a little Arnie and the Margwa went to go attack the little Arnie, but I was standing right where the little Arnie was, so when the Margwas do their crazy thrash attack to destroy the little Arnies, I was literally standing right there and downed myself that way. I could have avoided it by being literally 2 feet to the left, but I ended up downing myself and I had to rebuy my perks and whatnot. Other than that, the only time you will go down is if you pick up a death machine. I did end up going down a couple times with the death machine before the Margwa killed me, which was my 3rd down. And it was just because I had Perkaholic, I had all my perks, and then I picked up the death machine, and the death machine kills extremely fast, but I ended up running out of Widow's Wine because in that little area, the zombies come at you so fast that your Widow's Wine will deplete and you won't be able to gain it back, and your death machine can't focus on all the zombies coming at you at once because they don't funnel in a straight line, they just come from 3 different angles, so you can end up going down extremely easily. I recommend avoiding death machines past round 40 just because the zombies will be spawning so fast that you can get overwhelmed extremely easily, even with double tap. So when I pick up a death machine, I will double tap triangle so I don't pull it out at all, and then I will usually just pull up my Rangaroks and go from there. Also, if you have your Rangaroks out and you run through a death machine drop, it will put your Rangaroks away and pull out your death machine, which depending on where you are in this spot can kill you extremely fast. There is also another high round strategy to get to round 100 where you can basically do the same thing I'm doing here. You just do it in the Verruct power room. You just have to open up the origin side and you leave the halfway point from Verruct closed, so you don't go to Verruct from Origins, you have to come from Der Eisendrock or the portal. That way the zombies only come from 2 different directions. That's gonna be the video for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for some more videos in the future. Check the description for some social media links, and if there is one, I will see you in the next one. Peace.